YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back again to the channel, and today guys, we are going to continue on with the 5 decks, or the 5 more decks that you can use for the Attribute for Festival. Now, these decks were actually missed on my part, and I do apologize for that. But anyhow, some of the comments on my previous video actually helped me a lot, and so I'm making a video out of this just to help you guys out on which deck to use, or which deck that you like to use for the event. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so first deck that we are going to talk about today is Marinesis. Now this is one of the decks that are widely talked about for the event. Now personally, I don't really know how to play this deck, and well, technically, yeah, I don't know how to play this deck. But so far so good. Now the amount of Marinesis cards that I actually compiled for this event was almost there. Like almost every Marinesis card that you'll need to make a good combo out of it. And I've seen a lot of Marinesis combos during my time dueling in Master Duel. Almost every card you have here is workable to any of the Marinesis cards that you'll have in your extra deck. So basically, this might actually work for you for the event. Also, even though Marinesis Blue Tang is actually on 1 copy, but you can just increase the number of your spell or traps. Or other than that, your other Marinesis monsters. But so far so good. Extra deck wise, you have your boss monster here, your other Great Bubble Reef, and then some of the cards that that are playable on a Marinesis deck. I don't think this is really not a bad deck, to be honest, to actually play in the event. I think this is gonna be a good deck. I think one of the best decks, to be honest. Alright, so that's Marinesis. Let's move towards the second deck. Alright guys, so next deck we're gonna talk about is Lureless. Now I've played this before on some of the events, and even way back when Master Duel was its on earliest days. But yeah, this is actually a fun deck to play. The only downside for this deck is you'll get max seed and you can't negate it, and that's all on you. I think you can remove 1 copy of Jack in hand and then add a copy of Crossout just to help out if ever you'll get max seed. But I think that's other than that, that's a really good deck there. And most of the Lureless, well, all of the Lureless monsters are not banned or semi-limited in this event. Except for Cobalt, but Cobalt was actually banned or semi-limited beforehand. So yeah, all of those monsters here are still intact, so you can actually use a Lureless or a full Lureless board. Furthermore, extra deck monster wise, they haven't actually targeted the Lureless monsters or extra deck monsters, to be honest, so you can actually go for a full Lureless board if you wish. Now, this is actually the lowest version of the Recital Starling. It has almost the same effect. It's just having the effect of if you take the same damage, your opponent takes the same damage as well. And then you'll have Assemble Nightingale as one of your SRs, really important for the deck. So I think having this on SR is really good to actually craft. If ever you have it already, then why not go for it? 1 copy of the Foot Shoe. I think this is one of the cards that were widely used before. But yeah, this is one of the rare cards that you can use for the deck alternately. 1 Assemble Robin. Now, just 1 copy of this just to help you out, not crafting more UR cards just for the event. 2 Promenade. I think Promenade is somewhat okay of an effect, but yeah, since you're using only level 1s, and there's only a couple of level 1s that are very useful for a current state of Exe. But let's see, am I missing something? Yeah, I think that's basically it. You can't actually do anything else with a level 1 Exe monster other than, you know, this one is okay. But yeah, other than that, they're all level 1 monsters that you can Exe summon. Even going second for this deck is kind of okay. I mean, having the Lightning Storm and then the Forbidden Droplet on your turn, really good. So that's Lureless for you guys. And then we have Zodiacs, guys. So Zodiacs, it's kind of like Lureless, where you almost have a full board. Well, technically you have a full board, except for Trident on 1 copy, and this was actually before the event. So yeah, it is really bearable. Just having a copy of all of your Zodiac monsters on the field is really good. But the downside of this is you only work with 1 monster and then Exe up to another Zodiac monster. But other than that, having 1 Trident is somewhat, I would call this, it's not really that powerful as per se. And that's why I added a couple of alphas and then 3 copies of Pancratops just to help out for the or dishing out more damage. Because you have Dryden on the field, just popping up one card, and then that's it. That's basically it. So that's why you need more monsters on the field. If ever you'll go for a Lureless play though with the Zodiacs, I think you can sustain your board if ever you're going first with a Lureless Zodiac deck. But other than that, if you're going pure with Lureless or Zodiacs, I think it's gonna be hard. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's gonna be hard, on my own opinion. If ever Dryden is in graveyard, you'll have your 1 copy of Avarice. I don't want to increase the number of Avarice. It's much better to have your Desires, 2 copies, or even having 3 copies of Desires if you wish. It's really needed, actually. So this is actually a choice if ever you want to use Avarice. I think Avarice is okay. If ever your Dryden is in your graveyard, you can just recycle it back to your extra deck and then work your way to another Dryden play later on. But yeah, basically the deck is really good in ongoing seconds, since you have your Kaijus, your Pachytops, your Alphas, Droplet, and Imperms. So that is basically your Zodiac deck there, guys. I think it's really good. Really good. The only UR there is the Dryden for your extra deck. Even if you scratch off a copy of Dweller. Other than that, the highest rarity in your extra deck is just Dryden. So yeah, Zodiacs. Let's move towards the 4th one. Alright, so 4th deck we have here, guys, are Sharks. Now, although Sharks hasn't been that powerful since Totally Awesome got banned, but I think they are very promising for the event. Since we can, I think most of you already have a 3 copy of this from the Legacy packs, basically. So this is actually really good paired with the Stealth Kraken spawn, allowing you to dish out a ton of annoying effects. Also, the Stealth Kraken turns all your opponents to water monsters, so there's going to be changes on some of the plays. If ever you're going up against a Vertiself deck, it will fuck them over with your effect. What else? Oh, by the way, so Ashura King, I thought this was a level 4. Sorry. I thought this was a level 4. You can just go for another, let's see. Oh, that was embarrassing. Like, you just go for another level 71. Other than that, Bahamut Shark, it was really good before, but yeah, without the Totally Awesome, it actually is okay. I think it's okay. It's just okay. But yeah, main deck wise, you basically have all of your Shark cards. I think they were not touched with some of the bandits or semi-limited cards for this event. So I think you're gonna play a full board for a Shark deck. So that is Sharks basically, guys. And you have also your Exi monsters, your boss monster, Silent Honor Dark, and 1 copy of Valiant Shark Lancers. Really good for a level 4, level 5 deck. That is Sharks, guys. Let's move towards the last one. So, last deck that we are going to talk about is Salam and Grace. So almost all of the Salam and Grace, like basically all of the Salam and Grace you have here are untouched, I think. Yeah, they are untouched. The Spinny, the Gazelle are very important for the deck. That's why you max it out. Also, the Flame Buffalo wasn't touched by any semi-limited or banless or whatsoever for the event. So having 3 copies of this is really good or really insane. Silent Mining is also good. It wasn't really touched with the ban list. Circle wasn't touched. So all of the cards that you have here for the Salam and Grace is really promising. I think Marinesis and Salam and Grace are really good for this event, basically. But the only downside for this is you don't have a copy of your Access Code Talker just to dish out more damage, though. But I think it is still good having to use this on either Decode Talker Heat Soul or even a Blackluster Soldier. Because I think this doesn't really signify if ever you summon a Cyber Monster. I think you're gonna be locked out with a Cyber Monster here. Is there a card here that locks you out to a Cyber Monster? Ah, yeah, there you go. But they get also you cannot spell summon monster for the rest of the turn except Cyber Monster. But yeah, you go for Heat Soul and then go for the Update Jammer. Otherwise, if not, this is one of your situational cards that you can use for the deck. Other than that, you're still gonna have a good play. I mean, dishing out, like for example, if this is gonna be increased paired with Transcode Talker. So that's basically it. that is Salam and Grace for you guys. I think it's really straightforward, and if you can buy the structure deck in the shop, I think this is gonna be good for the event. But yeah, for the event, if you already have a copy of this deck, basically you are good to go. You are Gucci for this event. So anyways, that is all the 5 decks that I missed, and hopefully there's not any more. Hope you like this kind of content. Like and subscribe for more content like this in the near future. And yeah, see you guys in the event. We'll showcase most of these decks anyway, so yeah. Keep safe, good luck, have a good day, bye-bye.